Let's go ahead and settle in. Let's find some breath. Find a comfortable seat. Let's close the eyes and sit up nice and tall. I think I'm going to focus on an energizing breath this morning just to kind of wake up and get into the day. So to activate the left side of the brain, we actually close the left nostril and breathe in and out of the right. And if it's helpful, keep following that 4-4 count with the breath. Feel free to relax the breath. Just taking notice to any changes in the mind, in the body. And if you've got something you'd like to focus on for your practice, go ahead and bring that to your mind right now. I'm going to be focusing on light. Maybe that sounds a little funny. I've been thinking about light and darkness and kind of the specific light that we can be to this world, our communities, our families, whoever we're interacting with. So we all have different things to offer. So I guess I'd encourage you to think about what you specifically could do right now to spread light during times that are a little bit harder. So maybe that's connecting, maybe that's sending a message or calling, doing a little FaceTime. Maybe that's creating art or some resource for others, or letting them know of things that are available. Maybe that's just smiling or being positive. Maybe it's making people laugh. Just think about what you have to offer. Let's go ahead and drop the chin toward the chest. Lift the chin up toward the ceiling, toward the sky. come back in toward the center. Let's drop the right ear toward the right shoulder. And inhale back up, switching sides, left ear toward the left shoulder. When inhale, come back up. Let's drop the chin toward the chest. Let's make those circles. So as we inhale, bring one ear to one shoulder, the head back. And exhale, bring the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Exhale, bringing the chin back toward the chest. When the chin's back toward the chest, let's switch directions. Still moving with our breath. Yeah, let's come back up with the neutral spine. Let's drop that right hand, raise that left arm up. Good. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Good. Coming back into center. Just lean forward. So in this seat, we'll lean forward like this. So if you want more in the hips, just bring an ankle up or even do kind of those like eagle legs. So we can get a little more out of the hips if we need it. So just leading with the spine. Even wake up the hips a little bit. Good. Inhale, come back up. Switch whatever leg was on top, put it underneath now. The other one on top. We'll go ahead and lean forward. Say good morning to those hips. They need extra love right now, so send them lots here. Maybe we can create lightness in the mind and the body as we're focusing on light as well. Good. Inhale, let's come back up. Let's flip over on those hands and knees. We'll start by threading the needle. So a nice tabletop here. Let's lift that right arm up, thread it underneath the left. So the right shoulder's on the mat. We can leave our left hand where it is or reach up toward the top of the mat. See if we can breathe through those shoulders. Soften them. Good, let's bring that left hand back in, pressing up, finding our tabletop once again. Lift that left arm up this time, thread it underneath the right. So left shoulder on the earth, and then the right hand is either where it's at or reaching up toward the top of the mat. Good, bring that right hand back in, pressing up, find that tabletop. Find a little spinal balance, move into our sunbird. So right arm up and left leg back. Good, bend at the elbow and the knee. And as we exhale, squeeze in that elbow and knee towards each other. So inhale, reach long, exhale, squeeze it in. Start warming up the core, and moving that spine. Go ahead and release back to the mat. Extend the left arm up, right leg back. Bend at the elbow and knee once again. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach long. Let's really focus on that breath. Go ahead and release back to tabletop. Let's just lean back. So come up on those knees a little bit, tuck in the toes and just slowly lean back. So see if we can find a little release in the feet and those arches. We can start up nice and high and ease into it. Find wherever is the best spot. We're feeling benefit, but not any intense pain anywhere. Good. If you want to take the opportunity to work out those wrists a little bit, point the fingers towards the rest of the body, just gently lean back. You should feel that in the wrists and the forearms. Good. And switch the hands and then just gently lean forward this time. Good. Let's walk the hands toward the front of the mat. Tuck in the toes. Let's meet in a high plank. So shifting the weight forward, we've got the shoulders above the wrists. So you can stay in this high plank. Want to have a nice long straight body if we can. Or if you want to come down into a low plank or even drop the knees. I'm going to give you the choice here. Take a few breaths to start firing up the core a little more. Maybe rock back and forth on those toes. Maybe you want to pick up a foot and roll the ankle. If you want to come up and down from that high and low plank, that's an option too. When you feel ready, let's drop the right knee to the mat and rotate onto that right hand. So raise up nice and tall, left hand up in the air. So this is a good side plank. Want to mix it up? We could pick up that knee that's on the earth, or with the knee down, we could lift up that leg, that left leg. Always lift that top leg too, if you're really filling up for it. There's lots of options here. Let's roll back into the center. When we're ready, let's go ahead and rotate over onto that left knee. You can raise up that right leg, or pick up that left knee. Find the side plank on the other side. Good job, good work. Go and rotate back in toward the center. Let's go and just drop the knees, shift the weight forward. So we're just gonna find this supported up dog. So we're letting the hips kind of melt, sink in toward the mat. We're pressing out of the earth with both hands. Nice straight arms. So finding that up dog. We'll tuck the toes and rotate back into down dog. So finding a little bit of a flow here. So feel free to move at your pace if you want to go faster or slower than mine. It's going to shift back forward, find that supported up dog. Hoping you feel that nice stretch in the abdomen and the back. And then tuck in those toes and exhale. Find that down dog. Get that long spine. Really spread the fingers, grip the earth with all those fingers. Maybe pedal it out in that down dog. Feel free to take a couple more here as you'd like to flow from that up dog to down dog. Good. Once we're in down dog, let's go ahead and step up between our thumbs. Let's meet in a forward fold. Let's really bend in. Release the top half of the body. I'm going to grab onto my big toes with my peace fingers, so my pointer in my middle. Do a little tug of war here. If you'd rather stay in ragdoll or find a gorilla pose for your forward fold, those are great options too. I'm gonna kind of wiggle in it, loosen up. Let's go ahead and inhale, lift halfway. Nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, reach all the way up. Nice long spine. Let's bring those hands in toward the heart. Good. It's gonna bug me if I'm cutting my head off. I'll have to fix that. Let's go out nice and wide on our mats. Point the toes out to the sides. Let's find some sunflowers. So as we inhale, reach up. Exhale, go ahead and squat it down. Go ahead and keep following your breath while I fix that. I'm not cutting off my head here, hopefully. Good. Just follow your breath. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale as we squat down. If you want to bend and lower the head as you get down. Just keep a nice long spine as we're going up and down until we get all the way to the bottom of the squat there. Just wake up the body. Take a couple more. As we reach up, go ahead and bring those feet in together. Exhale, bring the hands in toward the heart. Turn toward the top of that mat once again. Begin to flow here. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, sink back into our chair. So raise all 10 toes. So as we exhale, release the hands to the mat. Let's go ahead and step on back. Shift the weight forward. Let's just take a vinyasa. So knees or toes, hug it in. Cobra or up dog. Flip the toes, exhale. Keeping that long spine. Let's find down dog. Good. Walk it out, shake it out here. See if we can find a little flow with our warriors. So lift that left leg up high. Step between the thumbs. Let's drop that right heel. So finding warrior one with our left leg forward. We're reaching those arms up nice and tall. From here, we're gonna bounce kind of back and forth between our warrior one and our warrior three. Okay, so we're gonna launch forward. See if we can find that warrior three. So arms can be out in front. We can do those airplane arms right to the sides. If you want to add a little more, you can always bend that front knee. Pop it back up. So if you want to add something else. We'll drop that right heel back down, finding that warrior one. Good, exhale, release the hands to the earth. Step back with that left foot, shift the weight forward. Go ahead and take another vinyasa on the knees or toes. Down to cobra or up dog. As we inhale, flip the toes, exhale. Downward facing dog. Good, we're gonna raise our right leg this time. Step between the thumbs. Find that warrior one, the right leg forward. So still watching always, right, for that knee and ankle. Whenever we're ready, let's shift forward into that warrior three. So raise that left leg, reaching out nice and long. Maybe the arms are out to the sides. Maybe we try bending that right knee, squatting in a little bit. Wherever we're at, let's go ahead and lower that left leg, finding warrior one. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Step back with that right foot. Inhale, shift forward. Take another vinyasa. Let's meet in down dog. Good, take some big exhales. We need to cool off a little bit. Lift that right leg up high. Bring the right knee in toward the center. I'm gonna cross to the left side of the mat. Rotating onto that right arm. Let's find that falling star. So left arm's reaching up tall. Kind of that weird side plank, right? When you're ready, go ahead and exhale. Bring that left hand back down. Knee back in that down dog. Lift the left leg up. Bring the knee in toward the center and then cross. So we're on the outside of the left foot, but on the right side of the mat. Rolling over onto that left arm. Reaching up tall with our right arm. Good, let's rotate back over. Find that right hand on the earth. Sink back into down dog. So option here, stay in down dog for a couple more breaths, or if you want to shift forward and take another vinyasa, you can do that. I'm gonna bring it on in. Keep adding a little heat. Either way, let's meet in down dog. Good, we'll lift that right leg up high once again. Step between our thumbs, and we're gonna stay on the ball of the left foot this time. So coming into a high lunge. Good, reach up nice and tall. Maybe we sink in a little more. Hopefully you're feeling a little burn like I am. You're doing great. Let's go ahead and rotate into our warrior two. So that back foot's parallel with the mat. We're reaching out strong, looking at that right hand. See if we can find our triangle pose. So straighten that right knee. I like to shorten the stance with the left foot. Go ahead and lean forward with that right hand, bringing the right hand down toward the right leg. Reaching up nice and tall with that left arm. Just trying to stand up tall, not leaning forward. Good, and an option here to twist your triangle. So we'll rotate that left hand down. You can use a water bottle or a block or just put it on that left leg. Let's peel that right shoulder up toward the ceiling, either leaving the hand on the lower back or reaching up toward the ceiling. Good job. Let's go ahead and release. Let's find that wide straddle forward fold. So leaning forward, bringing the head down toward the earth, toward the mat. Feel free to bend one knee, go off to one side, or the other, and then the other. You can use that block or some kind of support here to bring the earth closer. It's a good option. You can add that twist, leaving one hand on the earth, bringing one up toward the ceiling. If you pick that option, go ahead and switch sides. Good, let's walk those hands toward the back of the mat. So you can rotate all the way over and find that high lunge with the left leg forward. See if we can come in a little deeper. Always an option if you want to lean back and find that crescent lunge. If you want to add a little more spice, clasp those hands behind the back, you know, we can lean forward. Pick your high lunge, whatever you want it to look like this morning. Good, as we exhale, let's find that warrior two. So setting that right heel down, staring over at that left hand this time. Good, let's straighten that left knee, shorten the stance with that right foot. Go ahead and cartwheel that left hand down toward the left leg. Reaching up nice and tall, finding that triangle with the right arm up in the air this time. Option to throw in your twist if you'd like. So cartwheel that right hand down, switching places with the left, using either that block or support or that left leg. Bringing that left arm up toward the ceiling this time. Good, let's go ahead and release. Let's find that wide straddle, forward fold again. So we're nice and wide on our mats. If there's somewhere you felt you needed a few more breaths, maybe go back to that version of this forward fold. There's others you didn't have time to get to. Try clasping those hands, raising them up overhead. You can always find those ragdoll arms. If you rather bring the hands up and kind of lunge into the side. So many options. So find what you need this morning. Find that lightness, that change in the body that we need this morning in the mind. Good, let's go ahead and rotate back toward the front of the mat. Go ahead and step back. Let's take one more vinyasa if you're up for it, or find a child's pose or staying down dog. We'll meet you there. Great job. Pedal it out. Take a few breaths here. Let's go ahead and step or hop between our thumbs, meeting at the front of the mat. Lift halfway. Good, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, bring those hands into the heart. Let's find a little dancer pose this morning, or Lord of the Dance. So balancing on the left foot, let's pick up that right heel. Go ahead and bend at the knee. We'll reach back with the right hand and hold on to that foot. So if this feels like a good challenging balance, stay here. There's no need to lean forward. Just want to work our balance, right? And find a little hamstring or quad stretch. If you'd like to, go ahead and lean forward, reach that left arm out in front. You can kind of feel that hamstring stretch on that left side. Trying to talk too much while I'm doing this. Here we go. Find that focal point on the floor. If you have a higher gaze, up on the wall. Great job. Let's slowly bring that right leg down, walk it out. Good work. Let's switch sides, see if this one's any different. So balancing on our right foot this time, pick up that left heel. Just go ahead and bend the knee. Go ahead and hold on to that left foot with the left hand. And if you'd like to lean forward, extend that right arm out. Or if you've got that strap, you can hold on to the foot with the strap as well. Smile at that speck, right? Tell it thank you for helping you balance. I feel like now is more important maybe even than ever to really focus on balance. So not only on our legs, but of course in the rest of our lives. Let's go ahead and slowly release here. Shake it out. Let's just take a squat straight down. We're just gonna do a one fun one here. Okay, work on our crow. Okay, so if you got the block or blanket or a pillow or something that you want to use to, try to, I guess, spare the face. Or if you get nervous, feeling like you're gonna fall over in front. So we're gonna find those chaturanga arms. So we need to have our elbows bent so that we can place our knees on the back. Okay. So I, of course, like to come in on the block, or at least have it close by. So as we put the knees on those elbows, and kind of lean forward, pick up those toes. So crow can look a lot different. Kind of depends on your anatomy, how many times you've practiced it, that kind of thing. The knees can be out really wide. Sometimes you see it more traditionally with the knees straight on with the elbows. It just kind of depends. Whatever works for you is great. So just try a couple breaths, see if we can find that crow this morning, see if we can fly a little bit. Find a little flight at home. Be good. Good job for doing it. Excellent. Let's just drop the knees right on the earth. Come up tall on those knees, moving into camel. So slide our hands into those pockets that are imaginary probably right now. Bring those elbows in towards each other. Let's just lean back to the chins up toward the sky. I'm going to reach back, find those heels, some kind of on the balls of the feet. At least have them tucked in. Good, let's inhale, come back up, nice and slow. Spread the knees out wide, let's find a child's pose. Those big toes are coming in towards each other, sinking the hips back. Really reach out, extend those arms out in front. Is that time to connect back with the earth, with our practice, talking about spring and this being a crucial time to connect with the earth again, especially after what's been going on around in Utah. See if you can find a little connection right now. The forehead on the mat, maybe rock the head back and forth, kind of massaging that third eye between the eyebrows. Maybe sending a little bit of that light and love, some peace, some hope, some optimism. Good, let's inhale and come back up on those knees. Walk the hands toward the front of the mat. Let's shift forward and just slowly lower down onto our stomachs. Finding locust, so placing both hands along our sides with the palms on the earth. We'll lift up the chin, the arms, and the feet. It's always a good time to close the eyes and fly somewhere, right? Let's go somewhere amazing, especially as we are at home more right now. Go somewhere you love or would love to go. Keep following that slow, steady breath. And reach those arms out and do airplane, or even reach them out in front if you want to mix it up. Let's go and exhale, release. Pick a cheek. Lay it on the mat. The next inhale, let's bend our knees. Lift up the chin and then reach back towards the feet. So finding bow. This is another good one to use a strap or anything you have there, or if you can find those ankles or feet, go ahead and grab onto them. Just keep the knees in line with the hips. So we can open up in that chest, in the front there. Great job. Let's go ahead and release. Let's put the other cheek on the mat this time. The next inhale, let's bring those hands up by the shoulders, slowly pressing up onto the knees. Then flipping those feet around, take a seat, moving into boat pose. So holding onto the backs of the thighs, slowly tip back, lift up those toes, keeping a nice long spine, finding our boat. So maybe we stay here, maybe we release one or both hands, maybe we extend both feet out. Just suggest if the feet are out, if you feel the spine curling, or even with just the hands off, go ahead and grab onto the back of the thighs again, realign. Just pull it back in so we have a long back. You want to protect the back, especially that lower back. Just find that boat. Really engage the core. When we're ready, bring the feet together, lean forward and find a butterfly. Good. It's one of my favorite ones to just massage the feet, kind of dig the thumbs into the arches or the heels, or give them a little extra, something special here in our practice. Help them feel a little lightness too. Good, on that next inhale, let's bring those knees back in towards each other. Let's find one more boat. So rock it on back, pick up those feet, and then go from there. You always try that flow of just kicking those feet up higher and then bringing them back in. So as your practice, play with it. Just listen to the body so we can keep that back in a good place. And then whenever we're ready, find one more butterfly. Bring those feet in together, lean forward with that long spine. You can curl it down if you'd like. I personally like the stretch with a really long spine. Really helps me focus on those inner thighs. You could even lean it toward one side or another as you lean forward. Just feel how that changes the inner thigh stretch on each side. Good. Inhale, let's come back up. Bring the knees together, flip the feet around. Let's come out wide on our mats again. The beloved frog pose. So we're going to spread those knees out a little bit. Put our feet off to the sides if we can, or wherever they will fall. We're going to lean forward. So if we're getting a good inner thigh stretch, stay here. If you need more, you can find some kind of support. You can always stack those hands for the forehead. Come on down to the earth. Okay, so find your frog. If you need more, walk the knees farther apart and lean forward. If you need less, bring the knees back in a little bit. Come back up higher on those arms. Cycle through that deep breath. Soften those inner thighs. Take a couple more breaths here. And slowly come back up on those hands. Walking those knees. Take your time. Come back to a seat once again. Let's find a little cow's face. So let's stack the left ankle above the right knee, or the knees like this, or wherever they'll fall. If it needs to be down lower, it doesn't matter. Pick up that right hand, pat ourselves on the back. Use that left, palms facing out. We'll bend at the elbow, reach back towards each other, those hands. This is a good one to use that strap again, or a sock, really anything that brings the hands closer together. Or just reach towards each other. We're still sitting up as tall as we can. We can get that elbow up closer to the ear. Great. If not, wherever we're at, see if we can soften those shoulders. Good. Exhale, release. So you can either switch sides. If you want the fun way, I'll try to talk you through it better. So put that raised foot on the earth. Bring your hands over to that side and just twist. So it should put the opposite leg on top. Whatever you're feeling. Good. Let's lift that left arm up, pat ourselves on the back. Right hand, the palms out this time, facing back. Bend at the elbow. See if those fingertips can find each other or just reach closer to one another. Great job. Let's go ahead and release. You can shake out those arms if that feels good. Uncross the legs. Let's hold on to those knees, roll onto our backs. Bring those knees in toward the chest. Let's rock side to side or make those circles. Write your name. Draw a picture. You can massage that lower back. You kind of rock side to side. Plant both feet on the mat. Pick up the left foot, Go ahead and cross the ankle above the right knee. Let's bring that right knee in toward the chest. So grabbing onto that right leg wherever we can reach. Finding a little more stretch in that left hip. Let's find that smooth, easy breath. When we're ready, let's lower that left foot over toward the right side of the mat. So finding a lying twist. If it feels like it's too much with that left leg crossed over, just lift it up and stack it on top of the right knee, the right leg. Extend the left arm out, glancing over it, maybe holding onto that left leg with the right hand. Soften along the side body and the spine. Find that nice detoxing twist. Okay, let's inhale, bring those knees back in toward the center. Plant both feet back on the mat. Pick up the right foot and cross that right ankle above the left knee. And then bringing the left knee in toward the chest. Breathing through that right hip this time. You can allow those tight muscles to just melt. When we're ready, let's lower that right foot toward the left side of the mat this time. Finding another lying twist. Extend the right arm out this time, glancing over it. Hopefully enjoying the peace. A chance to come into our bodies and spend time specifically for us, our wellness. That connection with other humans, with our mat, with the earth. Okay, let's inhale back to center. Let's find our inversion. So maybe that's happy baby today. Maybe you want to find a waterfall. If you have a prop, you could always put under the lower back. If you've got a block, blankets work great too to just kind of soften the earth under that lower back. I'm going to find that supported shoulder stand. Pop those legs up even higher. Tuck in the shoulders. Spread those toes. You can see some light, right? Some light between every single toe. Always tip those feet over. Find that plow. If you've got a wall and want to do a supported headstand, do that too. If you want a little demo on how to do that one, you can actually do it. I've got a wall right here. See if I can not kick my picture over. So for a supported headstand, we make a little cup like this. So we put it right against the wall. And our head is going to go right in that spot. And then we slowly kick up till we've got our back against the wall. We can slowly lift up both feet. So the nice thing about this is you've always got that wall to put the feet against if you feel like you're tipping. You can kind of use that head support to hold, or the hands to hold the head with that deeper inversion. But like I always say, it doesn't have to be fancy. It's just another option if you want to try a little more intense inversion. But we're also at home, right? We can just prop up our feet against the wall. Can be very relaxed. You don't have to support any part of your body. Just let the wall do the work. I always play with where those arms are at. You want to open up those shoulders. You can raise them above the head or kind of clasp the hands above the head on the earth still. Wherever we're at, let's slowly lower those feet down. Take time for any other pose you'd like to do. If you want to put those socks back on or a jacket, this is a great time to do that. You want to make sure we're comfortable. If you've got a blanket, feel free to just put that right over your legs or body. You want a pillow, anything here. I'm just going to settle in and see if we can find that magical part of yoga. You can reap all the goodness, all the benefits of our work, our movement, our focus. So maybe you find a corpse pose, the backs of the hands on the earth, arms extended along the sides of the body, allowing the feet to just fall open, so the toes to fall to the sides like an open book. If you want to put something over the eyes, make it a little darker. Begin to relax the body, relaxing the toes and the feet. Finding softness around the ankles. Softening along the calves, around the knees. Softening the backs of the thighs. Relaxing the hips, the lower back. Softening along the spine, from the base, all the way up into the crown, the head. Relaxing the arms, the palms, fingertips. Softening the jaw and the tongue. Softening around the eyes. Let your light shine. Be a source of strength and courage. Share your wisdom and radiate love. Begin lengthening the breath. Finding movement once again in the hands and the feet, the arms, the legs. Choose one arm and roll over onto that side. Take a few breaths in that fetal position. When you feel ready, come back up to a seat and join me there. Sit up nice and tall. Bring those hands neither into the heart or that third eye. Taking some nice slow breaths. Taking at least a moment every day for gratitude. The opportunity to smile. Focusing on being that light one more time. I'm very grateful to share the Saturday morning practice with you. Thanks for joining me. May we radiate light and love to those around us. Namaste.